Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We're doing a new unboxing. This one is 112 Collective Wolverine from Mezco Toyz. Now, we're a huge fan of 112 Collective, done a whole bunch of unboxings in the past of these figures, and I have to say, I'm really excited for this one. I mean, Wolverine's one of my favorite characters ever, so to be able to get a 112 figure of the old Knucklehead, like I say, I'm pretty excited on that one. So, first, let's look at what we're going to get. This is the classic brown and yellow Wolverine outfit. There's a couple of different versions that are going to be out throughout the year. So, you know, this is kind of the OG for me. This is the outfit I grew up staring at and checking out. So, really, really excited to see what this one looks like. We've got tons of interchangeable hands, of course, with his claws in various states. He's got the Marumasa blade and sheath and an alternate head to go with it. So, let's open up, show off what you get with this figure. Alright, well, first, this release continues what we've seen with a lot of the recent releases. No longer do we have the flap opening packaging. This is just kind of the display box, which is totally fine. It's just interesting to see what comes with what. But the big is the figure itself. First, we're always going to do our check underneath to make sure there is nothing special underneath here. There isn't. We get, of course, the normal stand and baggie for you to put stuff in if you want. There's nothing hidden below. Of course, it's the figure we really care about. Alright. Let's look at the figure. Alright. We're going to go with our usual first test, which is the joint test. We're going to see how well everything moves around. We already saw that the figure stood on its own with no problems whatsoever. The feet move really easily. There is a joint a little bit at the top of the boot to pivot side to side. And of course the knee has got movement as well as the hip. Alright, let's go with the shoulder. Oh, well, that pops off. That was interesting. Looks like there's a join right there. That doesn't seem to be the smartest thing to go about. I don't know why. I don't remember paddings like this on the figure itself. Alright, let's go with the arm. Oh, and his wrist popped off. We seem to be having a lot of issues with this figure of parts popping off. Alright, so the joint on the arm, the padded popped off, which really easily, so that's kind of a little disappointing, because that looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt to come back. The other side is no issues whatsoever. And the head, we have the full movement completely. Alright, let's talk details here. The boots, they kind of remind me, alright, so we'll start with the bottom. The bottom's got a great tread. Tread looks fantastic. I always love the small detail like that. The boots, I remember they've got the nice little swoop off there. It was one of the weirder costume items for the figure. The coloring, I think, is fantastic. There's a lot of detail on it. Of course, we got the top of the boot, which is slightly darker. We got the laces with the buttons on the sides, the straps that look fantastic. The laces themselves. The boot's got like a little bit of weathering on it, which is, I don't know how well it comes off in the video, but around here you can see some weathering, which looks nice as well, gives a little bit of detail. The yellow is exactly what I expect for the yellow, and of course the shorts. We got the lines that are really subtle, and the trim around, which the darker brown compared to the lighter brown. On the arms, of course we got the straps on the sides, which look great, with a kind of a big giant pouch at the top. Don't remember that detail, but we're going to trust them on that one. That fits with the figure and the way it's supposed to be. And of course we've got his claws at the top. And the painting for the claws look pretty good. I think there's like a little bleed of the silver onto the glove, but not a whole lot. And then the shoulder pads are weird. I don't remember shoulder pads being part of the character design, but it seems Mezco seems to be adding stuff like that. They did that in the Daredevil as well. Really on the arms, the nice is the hair. There's like lots of little small hair, and it's not just painted on. It feels like there's a little texture to it as well. So, you know, it's a subtle detail, but a good detail. Noticing as well on the side, we've got these stripes on the side, which just, of course, add to it. Immediately, I'm thinking that I kind of want a D-Man figure that would probably easily be built off of this figure as well. The belt around his waist looks good. Lots of detail there. The pockets and you know, buttons all colored really well. Not worn anywhere like it is like on his boots, but it still looks good. And of course, the face looks excellent. He looks angry and pissed as you'd expect, which is a good thing. Okay, so let's go with the extras as to what we gotta get. Of course, we have a non-angry face, which totally works because, you know, Wolverine isn't supposed to be angry all the time. And then I'm gonna go with some of his hands. Let's go with this hand. I'm liking the claws. I think the claws are really cool. They look good, popped out. This is pretty solid. They're kind of like slightly off-center, which also seems to fit and work well. I think it's good. It's a really just solid, simple thing to do. You know, it isn't too complicated as a hand, but it works really well. There's a point there. These are not dull at all, which is great. And yeah, I think that's good. And the thing that I don't know how well it's going to be noticed is they're not all straight up. They do kind of go off to the side a little bit, and it reminds me of, I can't think of which issue cover, but there's a cover with Wolverine in his face, and I think the Hulk there, and you can see the Hulk's reflection in the claws, and that kind of reminds me of it, that it's up a little bit. As far as other extras, we've got the blade, which you can see here. Detail on the blade is really good. Looks like there is a fine detail on the handle itself. It's not just brown. There's a little bit of silver there and actual kind of depth to it. Hopefully you can see that in the video. Fits in the hand easily, perfectly. And this hand doesn't seem to fit in the other one. And then, of course, we've got sheath for the blade for that to go in as well. The question is, I don't really see anywhere for you to put it on him to carry, so no on that. So yeah, I mean, overall, like, this is not a bad figure. You know, granted, hopefully we'll be able to get this shoulder thing on easily. If not, then probably my review will dip a little bit, just because it's kind of a pain. Let's see how easy this is. Yeah, that's going to be a pain in the butt to get back on. So overall, like, not a bad figure. I don't know if I like lived up to if it lives up to the hype that I was kind of building in my head, but not a bad addition, I think, overall to the 112 collective set out there. Look forward to see what the extra ones are. I mean, we got the X-Force version coming. There was already the New York Comic Con exclusive. Hopefully we'll be getting that one, and then we can review that to compare. But overall, like, not a bad figure. I think there's probably a lot of other figures out there that are better. So yeah. Overall, I don't know. It probably just didn't live up to the hype for me is what it comes down to. The shoulders not helping matters at all either. So yeah, if you want your own, we'll see if we can find some links beneath this video for you to order yours. There'll probably be affiliate links, so we'll get a small percentage of that. But by doing that, you help support our site. And now if you're interested in 112 collective figures, we've of course got tons of videos right here at our YouTube channel. Or you can check us out at graphicpolicy.com. As always, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games. you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.